3940924. Otherwise, I'm going to have to be forced to talk about stuff that Noah doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah. For some reason, I saw the thumb drive stop recording behind
So
you.
it was, and then it just stopped.
Or maybe it never did. I don't know. I just noticed it at that point that it looked like it was a little.
Is it recording now?
It's recording now, yeah, John. Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
So you grew up. Okay, that's very fun. That's a fun story.
It is.
He had a kid with him, I noticed.
That's his son, Riley.
Oh, I thought he just found a kid.
No, not this time. Anyway, so we're taking our next caller. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Radio Show.
Good morning, John and Noah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Allie.
How are you doing?
I can't complain. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good.
Trying to stay cool, that's for sure.
That's right.
I just wanted to call and say that the new intern, he's really comfortable behind the mic, it seems like.
Yes, he
He
is.
is indeed.
He seems very comfortable, so I just wanted to give him that comment.
All right. Well, I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll pass that along to Sean. That's his name.
Would you
John,
would you
okay, I
would you
couldn't think of
consider
his
it
name,
a
and I didn't,
Well, we
I
got a
didn't
lot
wanna
of
call
Johns
him.
here, and we
Yeah.
got a Sean now, so
Yeah.
it's getting very confusing.
Yeah.
John and two Johns and a Sean.
Actually,
Three Johnson.
Three Johns and a Sean. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it sounds like a poker
Oh,
hand.
my goodness.
Yeah, well, if you count
Okay.
the owner, John Van Clee,
Yeah.
and then you got our new sales guy.
Yeah. John
What's his last name?
Golden.
Golden.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized, CJ?
Is his real name
His-
John? So we got four Johns.
Oh, Lord. Noah, you're out.
I'm outnumbered. Yeah. Yeah. Time to get on my ark and fly away.
Well, there's biblical John, John the Baptist.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds good. But anyway, I just wanted to save you from yourselves and comment
Well, thank you
well,
so
thank you
much.
very
I
much
appreciate
for
that.
doing that.
on the new intern, Sean.
Yep.
Well, you guys have a great day.
Well, you too. Take care. Have a great day.
All right, thanks.
All right.
I
Thanks.
appreciate that, Allie. Thank you.
Bye. All right. Yeah, I didn't realize we had four now.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Four Johns.
Yeah.
That used to be a common name.
Mm-hmm.
It's not common.
Not
as
really
much
common anymore. Yeah. People are tired of it.
At least according to those things you look at online that says what the most popular names are and all that sort of stuff.
Well, that was a nice compliment by Allie.
She said he was very comfortable behind the mic.
I wonder if she meant that, maybe too comfortable.
One can wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish Allie stayed on the line so I could ask her that. It's okay though. Oh well, okay.
That might be her answering
That
you
might be
now.
her. In not in a bad way, but just maybe a little too,
Right. All right. Well, we'll take this next caller. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Radio Show.
Good morning, man.
Oh,
Good
good
morning.
man, dude.
Oh,
Morning,
I was
man.
thinking when you guys were talking about Johns.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to an outdoor concert or a festival, you see Johns everywhere.
Yeah.
Porta Johns. Yes.
There.
Budunch. Yeah.
Yep.
Johnny House.
A John House. Yeah.
No, it was called Johnny House.
Johnny House.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see you guys at the
Caller.
Friday.
We were there, man. We didn't see you at all.
He was smart.
Are you
They
sure
must
you
have
went?
closed that place down.
Are you sure you went to the right festival?
He went to the one that didn't rain at.
Maybe not. It rained at bottle.
Yeah, that was a nice little storm there.
No, yeah, we were out there.
It sure was.
We were.
All right, so promote the fact that
pre-storm.
you put a video up, Noah.
I put a video up on our YouTube. It's not. Just check out WFLO. That's where all the Call Flow episodes are. The Farmville Spotlight. Anyways, we did a little news video with the intern Sean, and he asked people how they felt about the weather. Well, he asked one person, and then it started pouring insanely out, so we had to hide underneath the tent and hold it down so it didn't blow away. So there's a little, it's Survivor Man reminiscent when you watch it. It reminds me of Survivor Man, like a very dire situation, with the whole the tent flying away you're trying to, and the scared look on Sean's face is very, very entertaining. So yeah, you can check that out if you want. But
Action packed, huh?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That sounds great. One morning I was, and I don't know if it was a few minutes before 5 or after 5.
In the morning?
But you guys were, yes,
Okay.
you guys were on the air. I didn't think you come on until sunrise.
Well, they have sort of allowed us to come on a little sooner. Is that what it is, maybe?
Maybe it's that. You said it was like right after 5 o'clock?
It had to be right after, before or after, yes, within that 5-minute window, 10 minutes, one side or the other.
Do you remember if it was me or John?
Oh, no, because they were playing music, and then they did a little commercial, and it was WFLO. I thought maybe I was just, sometimes you get stations that kind of interrupt your,
Yeah.
so,
Sure.
but yeah, they said the commercial was FLO, and I was surprised that you guys were there that early.
I wonder, well, I mean...
Did you actually hear a jock voice talking at all, or just the commercial?
Just a song, and then they went into a commercial.
Well, I mean, I know we play PSAs early in the morning as opposed to any commercials, and that I don't know if that's what you heard, but you seem to think it was an actual local spot you heard, like a local business commercial.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, okay. So,
I wonder if that could have been like I'm not exactly sure what that could have been, but maybe like voice tracking. I accidentally dropped a voice tracking the 5 o'clock hour.
are you voice tracking the 5 o'clock hour now, unbeknownst to me? Is that what we're doing? You know?
No, but
extending the Noah Massage experience.
Well, I'm just saying maybe it happened accidentally. I don't have any recollection of doing that, actually.
Well, it's 5 and I'm here.
It's 5 and I'm here with Noah Massage. Yeah. No.
Everybody's doing
So
the
is it
Michigan
still-
rag.
Oh Lord, is it still sunrise to sunset? You guys are on?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. We may be extended a little bit either way, but not by much. But yeah, pretty much sunrise to sunset.
So, just to satisfy my curiosity, what would happen if you come on before sunrise a little bit and we're there after sunset? Is there a penalty, or does somebody just click a switch and you're off the air? Or?
It would have been before, but the owners got some sort of reprieve. The government or something, FCC is allowing small daytime AM only, stations to come on a little bit sooner and stay on a little bit later than what the restrictions used to be. Not by much, and and here's the difference: you can be on, but you're not as power. You're not at full power. Type of thing.
Okay.
So, but yeah, before what would happen was nobody could shut you off, per se, but what they could do is if someone, like another station, heard you bleeding through their signal or got wind of it, like that station out in New Orleans, they wouldn't know anything about that unless somebody out here was a fan of theirs listening and called them up, got in contact with them and said, hey, our local station here in Farmville is, coming on before they're supposed to, and they're knocking you out, and I can't hear you at such and such time, and then what could possibly have happened with that is then the New Orleans station would report that to the FCC. Unless the person listening reported it themselves to the FCC, but I don't know if a lot of people would know to even do that. So more than likely, they would contact the station they're listening or trying to listen to, and then the station themselves would go, hey, we're getting reports that such and such station is knocking us out and not allowing us to be broadcast at such and such time, and that's usually how it works. But that was that's back in the day. I'm talking. I assume now it would all be either through email or something or something like that. But as long if there are enough complaints come to the FCC about anything, that I assume the FCC will eventually go, okay, you must follow these instructions, or we're going to penalize you or fine you. Usually fines are what they would normally do. Not so much shut you down, but they love to fine you if you're not in accordance to what is supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing.
Huh.
So there you go. That's the exciting world of radio.
So, So when you get FCC guidelines, is it like as thick as a phone book, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, well, to a degree.
Okay.
I mean,
I
we
was
get daily
curious.
reports about things we need to be on the lookout for and stuff like that, and what we need
Huh.
to be conscious
Okay.
of. But
Yeah, but it's kind of like the basics. Don't drop the F-bomb, you know. And
well, but
yada,
sometimes
yada,
it's,
stuff like
Yeah.
it's
that.
it's even time sensitive in the sense
true,
of whatever's going on at that particular moment or something. You know, do not do this, or you can be fined for this, and all that
Huh.
sort of stuff.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Yeah.
So sorry to bore your listeners.
Oh, that's hey. You call, you ask. I mean, everyone else has the right to do the same thing.
Oh, that's right.
So
Maybe we'll scare some listeners to call.
that would be nice.
Let's get that guy off the air. Oh.
I wasn't suggesting that.
Yeah.
I was just suggesting, anyone else can
Yeah.
feel free to call in and ask, or just bring up something.
Yes. Okay.
Are you working on any baked goods, caller, or any canned foods?
Today I'm going to do I've been having a craving for a flourless chocolate cake.
A flour chocolate cake.
Flourless.
Flourless. Oh, my bad.
Yes. Yeah, so it's a little bit more
chef, you-
dense, a little thicker, just chocolatey goodness.
Oh, yes.
Pleasures that await the palate.
Yeah.
Yes. There.
All right.
Yeah. That's that.
Sounds good. Sounds
Are
good.
you guys going to be there tomorrow?
For what?
Both of you?
Oh, here at the station. you
I don't
mean?
know. Work, I guess. I don't know. What do you do
I'll
there?
be here in spirit.
Yeah. Well, John's coming in
Oh.
tomorrow. right?
Yeah, I just won't be on the Call Flow show.
Sure.
I'll be behind the scenes doing things. I won't come in as early.
Make sure you don't disturb John from 1 to 2, as that is his nap time at the station. Let's get a little.
Oh, yes?
No, I'm kidding.
Brings the eye covering, huh?
Of course.
Wake up.
Don't
Yeah.
try to do anything at the
So-
station because Noah takes up all the spaces that are available to work at. So there's nothing
So
left to
since
do
you-
but take a nap.
Oh, my gosh. He's a little workaholic, isn't he, huh?
Yeah,
He's
can't
something.
get enough.
He's something aholic. I don't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. So, since you didn't answer my question, will you guys be there?
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
I just,
it was
I, just,
kind of
I,
a,
just, I just won't be on the show.
Yeah.
I'll be physically here, but it'll
Okay,
be
that
it'll be
was-
Chris
yeah,
and
that's-
Noah on
All
the
right,
show
that was
tomorrow,
my question.
Wednesday and Thursday,
Okay.
unless I hear different, and then
Uh-huh.
then it's Chris and myself on Friday.
Yeah.
That's usually the standard thing.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Well, it sounds great then. I think I might drop a few pieces off. That's what I was asking.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Let you guys
you get
check it out.
chocolatey goodness
Wow.
tomorrow, Noah.
That sounds
Oh
great.
my gosh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, that'll be
Heck yeah.
sweet. Thanks.
Well, don't thank me yet. Nothing happened.
Well, that's true. I was just
I know.
the thought was nice.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to get off so somebody else can call.
All right.
And,
Well, thanks for calling in, chiming in, and we'll maybe see you. If not, talk at you maybe tomorrow. Well, it won't be me, but Noah.
Yes. I will. Yeah, I'll at least I'll at least drop it off so somebody will see me.
Cool.
Unless you have a little. All right, man. Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds good, man.
Call back anytime.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. All right. First time caller.
First time caller.
First time. Every time.
Hey, John, did we talk about this on the air? Oh, we already got another phone call, John.
Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Radio Show.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Betty.
Good morning, Betty.
When did he say that happened, that he noticed you were on the air earlier?
He didn't really, did he?
He didn't have a date.
No.
Oh, okay. because a week ago Monday morning, y'all were on at 5 o'clock,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Wow.
5 in the
And-
morning.
Yeah, and this was on the terrestrial radio.
Right.
I don't do the stream from home, but I wondered if maybe somebody who was there late Sunday, if anybody was there, or the last time somebody was there didn't sign it off correctly and it just stayed on.
Well, it's all done down at the tower, and it's done, there's no one physically doing it. It's all programmed to
Okay.
do it on its own, so. But
Well, could that program have gotten messed up some way?
there's always that potential, I guess. Anything mechanical can go wrong, so, and usually does at some point.
Well, I loved it.
Well, us coming on early, though, that's a whole different thing. That wouldn't be so much someone forgetting to shut it off.
Yeah, it would be somebody misplacing
The time of when we come on, maybe? I don't
voice
know.
tracking, I was thinking.
So you seem to think maybe you voiced.
I'm gonna look
wait
back.
a minute. Wait a minute.
John just had a thought.
This is sort of coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Now I wish I knew whose voice it was, though.
Yeah.
That would be the interesting thing.
So you think you voice tracked the 5 o'clock?
I'm starting to wonder if I voice tracked the 5 o'clock hour.
Something happened.
It
because
was you, John.
It was me.
It was John.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that was just
All
my
right.
goof.
There you go.
There we go. I was probably having one of my typical days and just got in the wrong hour and took off with it.
Yeah.
So I think we've finally discovered what the problem was.
Do you remember doing this?
Vaguely,
Yeah.
yes. Thinking nobody would notice it.
Well, that Scooby-Doo mystery has been solved. All right. Indeed.
Well, I definitely noticed it and was very pleased
Okay.
that
well,
I heard Flo at that hour because normally I don't.
right. But
And-
but if we were coming on, I don't know if. But that still makes me wonder: were we coming on sooner than? But I guess that's part of the thing of us coming on a bit sooner is the fact that if you're in the region, you can hear it, but I don't think we're at true full power that
No.
early.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it sounded like it to me. Now, of course, I'm very close to
right,
it.
and I think if you're close, you would notice the difference. It would sound like it's full power. If you're close enough, it's going to sound like it's sort of like when any time a station would get knocked off the air. The closer you drive to where the tower is, you can still hear it, but you got to get that close to it to hear it. And it's
Right.
still off though. It's not going out as far as it needs to be. But as you're getting closer to the tower, when you walk in, you can hear it. As you're driving up, pulling up to where the tower. So there is that. There is that thing of if you're close enough, you'll still hear it.
Well, I started to call, but that that next morning, excuse me, I'm getting hoarse talking, but I decided that maybe it might not be a good idea because
Okay.
if
I think
somebody with
I
FCC
also
was listening or
yeah.
something, it could get you in trouble.
I think we're also getting more information. So I'm getting this. AM did stay on all night, June 1st and 2nd, and that would have been last Sunday and Monday. Once that was found out, they fixed the programming. So that was an error. So I'm finally.
Okay.
I'm
Well, it was that Monday morning, the 2nd,
Okay.
at 5 o'clock.
Okay, so all right, that's what I wasn't aware of. That's the part I wasn't aware of. The fact that that had happened. So yeah, so now I'm getting it because I keep thinking of stream and all this other stuff, and what I'm having to realize is the actual AM signal was on this long, and that's why you could hear us at that time. Okay. That now why I was voice tracking the 5 o'clock hour was probably just my goof. Is probably all that was, but as far as why we were on, that was the reason. It did not get shut off. So you are correct. I was not even aware of this because I don't usually listen at 5. I'm usually getting ready at
Well,
5.
I started to call you later, but things are very busy for me then, and I hate to bother you all the time during the lunchtime show.
Well, that's all right.
And as time passed, I just kind of forgot about it until first-time caller mentioned that this morning, and I didn't hear the very first couple of things he said, and I thought maybe he was speaking of it having happened this morning.
No, I don't believe it was this morning. He mentioned it being sometime earlier.
Maybe he heard it the same time I did.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he heard it either June 1st and or 2nd, probably June 2nd, the Monday is probably what he heard.
Well, it was definitely that Monday morning.
But this month, AM is on from 5:45 a.m. to 8:45 p.m. That's what we're scheduled.
Oh, 5:45.
So we are scheduled
Wonderful.
as early as that.
But nobody is actually there until what time?
Well, no one's physically here till I usually get here about 6:30ish.
That's what I was thinking.
And so we do voice the first 6 o'clock hour because that allows me enough time to get here. And that's what was brought up was Sean has now been voicing the 6 o'clock hour here lately. And so, but no one's physically here. I mean, now you could by 6:30 you're hearing someone, you're hearing him or me, but I'm here in the building and I'm gathering information. I'm looking, I'm checking out
Still waking up to drinking coffee.
I don't drink coffee. So and grabbing birthdays, any calendar announcements I see and or anything else that needs to be attended to before I actually, because once you get on, then you're kind of stuck with it. You can't just do whatever. Especially,
well, usually I hear the news at 6:30.
Mm-hmm. So.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay, well, yeah, I think we've sort of narrowed it down and figured out what was going on.
By the way, last Saturday evening, about 7:30, or maybe just a little after that, I heard another song that I really liked a lot.
Do you remember what it was?
It was something about love, had love in it. It was a real groovy song that I liked. And I've heard it before, but...
Right. You'll have to let me know next time you hear it. That way I can actually narrow down what song it might be, timeline-wise.
You did once before when I said it was a Stevie Ray.
Yeah, that was fairly easy. Well, you gave me an artist, so or you said it sounded like Stevie Ray, so that made me think Stevie Ray.
This was after Ron's show.
And it was when exactly?
After Ron's show.
No, I mean, was it
7:30 Saturday?
Was it this past weekend?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's about 7:30. Yeah, well, I guess we could look
between
that up.
7:30 and 7:35, I would say.
Okay.
But
let's see.
It's about time for y'all to go anyway.
Yeah, just about. But what I'll do is I'll try to look it up, and either I'll mention it on air to you, or the next time I talk to you, I'll say, "Hey, it was this song, Betty."
Okay.
Once I narrow it down.
Or you can send me a message.
Yep, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Give you an email or something like that.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, guys. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. So we finally narrowed down what
the issue. And John, you voiced a whole hour.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past me. Do I actually remember doing it? No.
Vaguely.
But vague. It's
it wouldn't surprise you if you did do that.
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. I feel like I have a memory, maybe it's a false memory, but I have a memory of you being like, John, you're voicing the 5 o'clock hour.
That you brought it up?
I want to say I brought it up. It was probably when we were both back there. I don't know. Not a big deal. But I also wouldn't put it past me to voice the 5 o'clock accidentally.
It's easy enough
Very
to
easy
do.
to do. Yeah. Yeah.
So
there you go.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to go so far as to say no. I never did anything like that. Gina Gershon's having a birthday today. She turned 63. Here's your fun fact. Voiced Catwoman in multiple episodes of the animated show The Batman. The Batman. Not the Batman, but The Batman.
All right, John.
Or The Batman.
Toodaloo.
Actress Kate Flannery turned 61. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is time. I was going to see if Elizabeth Hurley turned 60.
All right.
All right, Noah. Have a great one.
WFLO AM 870 Farmville.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. Expected to face sharp questioning about the sending of Marines and National Guard to Los Angeles protests of immigration raids. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. He's got 3 congressional hearings. ABC's Matt Gutman in L.A.
The administration recently slamming protesters for concealing their faces with masks. Critics arguing ICE agents have been concealing their identities using face coverings and unmarked vans.
Police used tear gas and detained some people last night in Austin and Dallas, Texas, who were protesting immigration raids. A high school shooting in Austria's second-largest city, Graz, leaves 10 people dead, including 7 students and the suspected gunman, says the mayor. Firing every member of a scientific committee that advises the CDC on vaccines, Health Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. There's a tentative contract deal with video game companies that may end an almost year-long performers' strike tied to the use of artificial intelligence. This is ABC News.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?